We are Venom.
Share a passion about this character. As we all know, he's a much darker character, and I think that's what distinguishes this movie. Unlike other Marvel films, this is a much grittier, grounded, complicated character. There's no one more perfect to play Eddie Brock in Venom. But for me, as a huge fan of Tom, I love pretty much everything. No, I can say officially everything he's been in. So when I heard he was excited about playing Eddie Brock in Venom, it was like a dream come true. There's just, for me, no one more exciting to watch on screen. He just brings so much complexity and depth to every character he inhabits. There's a danger and a complexity. And with what's unique to this character is just that duality between Eddie and Venom. And watching what he does with everything he inhabits, he just elevates it to the next level. So it was a dream come true to find out that he was interested, and it's been an absolute pleasure working together on this film.
Venom.
It would be pretty amazing to see Spider-Man and Venom face off in a film. And I know I can speak for myself when I say that I'd be really excited to go see that film. So I have to think that the studio is thinking the same way, and that at some point down the road, they're going to run across each other's paths.
Tom Holland recently said that out of all the characters in the Marvel's universe, the one that he would most like to face off with is Venom. So how do you feel about that?
Who, me?
You ready to go face to face?
What, toe to toe with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I'll have a go, yeah, Well, you got to have a go, ain't you? Yeah, no, he's an awesome actor, and I'd love to work with him, and I love Spider-Man. So, but
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a Venom video. So as everyone knows, happy Comic-Con weekend. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with all the content that we cover. So last night at Comic-Con, we had the Venom panel and the trailer reveal. The trailer wasn't put online, and that's for obvious reasons. They don't want leaks to come out. Obviously, the trailer at the moment is just for people that attended San Diego Comic-Con, which is interesting. It's mainly due to CGI and graphics not being fully finished. The panel revealed some cool stuff, including who the villain is, Spider-Man's connection, and a lot more. So the director had this to say: "There's no hero in this movie. Gritty, more violent than any other Marvel movies. As for Hardy, Venom is by far the coolest Marvel superhero that there is. I just like the way he looks first and foremost. My son, he's a massive fan. I really wanted to do something my son could watch. So I did something where I bite heads off." And literally, that's what's in the trailer. Eddie Brock tries to keep Venom from making him kill in the footage. So, is he heroic? Not quite. He's ethical, structured, really off, but he's got a really big heart, and he believes he's doing something the right way, says Tom Hardy. "We've made the movie for you guys. We share a passion for the character," declared director at Sony Comic-Con panel. "Until today, many had been skeptical, having seen trailers that didn't really show any Venom. And that's when they did, we turned into memes," which is pretty funny because there was rumors going around that literally Venom was only going to show up in the last 5 minutes, but based on the latest trailer, no. So the effects aren't fully finished, even though the effects in the latest bit of the footage shown apparently still not finished. They aren't close enough. And finally, Venom is in it doing Venom stuff. So basically, I don't think the trailer's going to drop in the next 4 weeks because it comes out in October. So they'll probably drop it sometime in August maybe, when all the special effects have actually finished. And it comes out in October, so they've still got time. People know about the movie. The director confirmed the villain for this movie is actually Riot, a symbiote who can transfer to other people, so you never know who will be in the film. The filmmaker also hinted other villains could be in the movie, nodding towards, "We are planning a big world with the Venom story." So although no Carnage was teased, most people are expecting some form of Carnage to be teased at least, or Easter egg towards the end of the movie. Venom is an origin story for the lethal symbiote, and stars Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, a journalist who becomes Venom host while investigating the Sinister Life Foundation. Ahmed's character is a scientist who works for the Life Foundation and experiments on the symbiote after it crashes on Earth. Other footage in the Comic-Con sizzle reel showed Drake conducting tests with the symbiotes on other subjects, but it all seems he would either fall or fail of his experiments or voluntarily become the Riot's host. They indicated that he would also see Riot take control of other characters, saying he has a unique trait. You don't know where Riot is going to turn up. Interesting. So the big talking point about the Venom movie is the Spider-Man logo going to be on the Venom suit? Well, in the latest trailer, we got the answer to that. And the answer is no. Although Venom has white veins that give a sort of spidery effect when you see it, you know what I mean. So at the moment, no, that's not actually going to happen, which does annoy some people. So what actually happens in the trailer? The Venom footage opens with Eddie walking into a convenience store and talking to the woman who works there. She tells him, "You don't look well," and suggests medicated. It's clear she suggested this to him before. At home later, Eddie lies down on the floor and meditates, and there are flashes of him running through the woods. He smacks his head on his couch and takes some pills, then calls someone and tells them he isn't feeling well. In another scene, he walks down an alley and sees Venom's reflection in a car window, but is suddenly flung against a wall. We've seen that in a previous trailer. Meanwhile, Ahmed's character, Carlton Drake, who works at Life Foundation, is experimenting on humans with the symbiote. One man bends violently out of shape when combined with the symbiote. He believes humans combined with the symbiotes are the future of evolution. Drake tests a symbiote on Eddie, and Eddie later beats up a group of men at his apartment, which I believe we've seen in the first trailer. His motorcycle is crashed between two cars, but Venom prevents it from killing Eddie. Venom and Eddie talk about what's next for them. Venom says his old life is over, but Eddie doesn't want to just kill people. Venom emerges so he and Eddie can talk face to face. Venom heals Eddie and they combine. Drake is proud of his creation by combining Venom and Eddie. Meanwhile, Eddie gets used to the power that comes with being Venom and starts to like it. Eddie's romantic interest, played by Michelle Williams, isn't so sure about Eddie's new power. There is a montage of action scenes, including a woman throwing spikes out of her back at a public market. Venom's arms turn into giant axes and he wipes out a bunch of baddies. Venom fights Riot. Then the footage concludes with an epic scene. With a scene back at the convenience store, a man is bothering a woman who works there and Venom threatens to eat his face off. The man says, "What the hell are you?" Half Venom's face gives way to Eddie, so it looks like the Venom poster, and then says, "We are Venom," then eats the man's head after Eddie emerges and says good night to the woman. So when you see this footage, guys, it's absolutely insane, pretty insane. So a big topic point that I've brought up in multiple videos, when I said you can't have Venom without having Spider-Man, it's now been answered and basically been confirmed. So the director said, he basically teased that a possible future crossover could happen. It said this at some point down the road, so that there's definitely not a word that it can't happen, because remember, Sony owns Spider-Man. On the big screen, Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man and can do whatever they want to do with the character. That's unless the initial agreement they had has changed, and the fact that Tom Holland said he'd love to fight Spider-Man, and the fact that at the start of this video I played a montage of Tom Hardy being asked if he would like to fight Spider-Man, and he said that would be awesome. The director also said he'd physically go out and pay to see them two in a movie. It's pretty cool. So this literally confirms that Spider-Man does actually appear in the universe at some point, and we had the rumors that Peter Parker was supposedly filming in Atlanta, was filming some scenes for this Venom movie, so whether they're keeping it low-key is neither here and there. So it does really confirm that Spider-Man can appear and will appear at some point. So like I always say, guys, please like, subscribe and comment. helps the channel grow. I will be doing lots of videos based on San Diego Comic-Con stuff throughout the whole weekend, so make sure to check back to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest information comic book related. Anyway guys, I will catch you in a video very soon. Catch ya later.